What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry that I have been away for a long time, and this is due to um, and as you can see from the background, I have moved house. So this is the background that you'll be seeing for a lot of my YouTube videos now. I also plan to, in the next couple of months, maybe next year, I plan on moving away from my conventional laptop computer and going and trying to get proper cameras, proper microphones, etc. Because I want the quality to be a bit better. But for those of you who have stuck around, the 102 of you that have stuck around, um, with the quality that I've got and the unediting that I've got, thank you for that. I'm not like, I'm a young person, or I don't really use YouTube as, it's not a full-time thing. I do this as a hobby because it's a bit of fun. But enough waffling. Back to the gossiping. Um, I have a bunch of YouTube ideas that I want to bring forward to you guys. But the biggest news, after 1 year and 8 months, I think that's how, or 1 year and 4 months, I think that's how long it's been. After 1 year and 4 months, me and my podcast co-host have had a chat, and we will be meeting up at some point during Christmas, and we will be filming another podcast, and it will be our Christmas special. Once again, it will be in two parts, and it will be pretty much, um, the first part will be talking about like the lead up to Christmas, sort of like December the 1st up to Christmas Eve, and then the second part will be Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day, what we get up to on those special days. But also, along the other videos coming up, I am now a massive Hot Wheels collector. I did a Hot Wheels collection video months ago, but now I am a little bit of a nerd in terms of Hot Wheels. Like, I know what the boxes mean, what the numbers at the back of the box means, and what specific, like the Treasure Hunt and the Super Treasure Hunt cars. I want to do an updated collection video, as I've got some pretty cool cars that I want to show. As well as Jacksepticeye recently came out saying that he was autistic, that he's been diagnosed autistic, and as it is still coming to the end of Men's Mental Health Month in November, I wanted to make a video sort of addressing mental health and autism and sort of my opinions and feelings around it, as I won't go into too much, but I'm dealing with a few mental health problems myself at the moment, that I want to try and get better. But I have a few good ideas coming in the future of the channel. I hope to post weekly now. That I want to try and post weekly on this channel now, to try and get a bit more, because I looked at my recent YouTube stuff and I seem to post once every month, which isn't really good for me. I want to try and post either weekly or once every other week, just to try and get a bit more consistency in the channel, as I want to try and hit 150, maybe 200 subscribers by the at some point. I'm not one of those people who's really into looking at figures or numbers or whatever, like views or whatever. I literally do this as a hobby because I'm really enjoying it. It's a bit of fun. But yeah, that's where I am really. But a bit of an update in sort of in the future. My YouTube progression. As I say, I'm gonna try and post weekly, but my YouTube progression. So at the start of next year, I'm going to probably try and look at getting myself a job. Obviously, being autistic, finding work and finding a job is a little bit harder than being neurotypical or not autistic or whatever. Just due to the still concreted stereotypes that employment sectors and things have, and I want to try and advocate for that to change. Obviously, one person can't change a whole employment sector, but I hope a lot of people will stand by me and try and change as well. but I am looking at going into the automotive journalism sector. My dream is to work at Top Gear magazine because I've always had a love for cars and I've always loved to write. Um, and I obviously last October, the October just gone, I recently graduated from my university with a degree in modern history and English literature. So I want to try and get into one of those sectors, either English or history, as they really interest me. But automotive journalism is the sector for me. I feel because I love cars, I love writing, as I say, um, and I will still continue to write my poetry. I might bring my poetry back to the channel, but obviously it's a very very personal thing to me, and I'm not sure if it will catch on as much. But my poetry is there to help people, help with their own feelings, and they're very very personal. But we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. But that's it really. This was just an update video to sort of fill in a gap, because I haven't posted for ages. I also plan to bring the American Candy or Candy videos back, sort of like some eating videos, because they seem to go down really really well. Prime have released some new flavors. I don't know if they're in the UK yet, but they berry freeze. They've announced the glowberry flavors back. So I might do a Primes type video, but I also plan to do some reaction videos as well, like reacting to my Premier League predictions right at the very end of the season, the Premier League season, as well as maybe doing my own sort of Christmas special on my own, sort of like saying what Christmas presents I got, like little things like that. But yeah, that is it, and I'll see you in the next video.